And what I've realized is that even though we try to make plans, and in our plans we can make mistakes, sometimes we can use deception, which is never really good, to be dishonest, but we can do things because we think God needs our help.
No matter how many times you read the scriptures in the Bible, something new can always be revealed. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 tells us, "These are the things God has revealed to us by His Spirit. The Spirit searches all things, even the deep things of God."
Hey YouTube family, I'm going to bring you back to Genesis 12 and 10. This is when Abram and Sarah had went into Egypt. And Abram actually told Sarah, because he was scared that Pharaoh might try to kill him, or someone in Egypt might try to kill him, in order to be with Sarah, because Sarah was this really beautiful woman. So Abram told Sarah to, hey, say you're my sister, so that way, people won't think that we're together and they won't try to kill me and we won't have this issue. And what I've realized is that even though we try to make plans, and in our plans we can make mistakes, sometimes we can use deception, which is never really good, to be dishonest, but we can do things because we think God needs our help when making things happen. But by this time, God had already promised Abraham, the land, and that he was going to be blessed and his descendants was going to be blessed for generations and generations to come. But Abraham still figured that he needed to make things work in his own way. So when they went into Egypt, he devised this plan to tell everybody that Sarah, who was his wife, was actually his sister. But because God wasn't happy with this, God started sending plagues to Egypt and came to Pharaoh and was like, I am doing this to you because you have another man's wife in your care, in your covenant. And Pharaoh didn't know that. So Pharaoh, obviously went to Abram and was like, we didn't even know this was your wife. Here, take her back, take this land, take this, take that. We don't want no problems with God. So God is always working in the midst of things, even when we don't see him, because even though Abram thought he had to do that to protect him and his wife, God was already there and ready to protect them. God wouldn't have even sent those plagues at that time if Abram would have been honest and just let everybody know that Sarah was his actual wife. Now, he didn't actually lie though, because if you keep reading, by the time you get to Genesis 20 and 11, it confirms that Sarah was his actual sister. It says, Abraham replied, I thought this is a godless place. They all will want my wife and will kill me to get her. And she really is my sister, for we both have the same father but different mothers. And I married her. When God called me to leave my father's home and to travel from place to place, I told her, do me a favor. Wherever we go, tell the people that I'm your brother. Technically, it wasn't a lie. It just wasn't the whole truth. And a half a truth is still a lie. That's what that taught me too. A half a truth is still a lie. Even though he was telling people this is my sister, he needed to confirm wholeheartedly this is my wife. And then Pharaoh wouldn't have got convicted by God by bringing Sarah into his covenant, thinking this was a single woman.